kutumia pesa vibaya alafu unanitegemea.
Unanitegemea.
Mimi ndio niko nakupatia bwana. Hatuwezi ishi hivyo bwana. Sijapata hiyo link.
So just curious, can you do what he's doing? Can you do what he's doing?
To do whatever he's doing there?
Can you do whatever he's doing there?
No, I can't. You wanted to hire me to do it?
I wanted to know when he's not there, what's your backup plan?
Then I think I need to consult with you. SASA.
So we can.
He's sharing.
So umesema umeachana na mambo ya Shylocks ndio? Ama bado hata baada ya hii mazungumzo wewe umesema huko ndio huko na utoke
maneno.
Sio mimi nilikuwa huko.
Anajitetea sana hapo sana.
Shylock. It's a bad thing, bad manenos.
Unajua Shylock ni kama hii ya askari.
Collection.
As in maaskari unaona venye wanachukuanga pesa kutoka kwa raia na raia wanaenda wakiumia wakiwa na ile uchungu. Unajua sasa zingine inakuwa ngumu sana kupata mwalimu mtoto wa traffic police ama wa polisi ambao wananyanyasa watu hata amekuwa profesa mahali hata amekuwa CEO mahali. Mara mingi tu napata tu madarada gadi kwa sababu unajua ile karma ile inawafuata tu.
Inawafuata kabisa.
Na Mungu unajua pia huwa karma pia never loses an address. Sasa zingine umenikasiri umenifanyia hivyo venye umenifanyia. Iko na pini ya kila mtu by the way. Na unajua asao sasa nimekutumia pale sijui kama umeweza kuiona. Sasa utamtumia Jane yeye pia aweze kufanya mambo yake pale. So unapata mtoto wa askari ama mtoto wa jamaa wa judiciary.
Kuna vile
mtu wenyu amelemewa pale wewe ukaenda ukachukua mlungula na ukaweza kumwachilia.
Aganist Shylocks. Wabs unapenda vitu.
Umeona mimi kwa mpigo tena sana umenotice? Najua hata wewe unaona kweli. Mara mingi watu wengi hawajui kuwa mimi nakuanga technician. Lakini najua.
Umesema uvutie. Waka picha nikaseo. Ikega.
Drada kwa kana na wet protection na besha. Na besa.
Stanley neka wera mwega.
But I like Kikuyu ladies. Ladies are normally so determined. Anything they do.
You have to make it or make it. Hakuna option nyingine. June, ndio kwa status?
Ndio kwa status.
Ushaweka?
Sijaweka ndio na
groups labda unaweka kwa status na ongeza kwa groups pale. Mbona kwa shwari kabisa. Lakini watu wametokelezea bana mpaka mnaona aibu. Kama mshaiona aibu.
Watu wametokelezea.
Kuna wakati ndio unajua ni sasa ni lunch time bwana. Sasa wako easy wanaweza login.
Watu wako lunch time sasa hivi.
Time poa sana.
Time poa sana. There goes nothing, man. Hizi streets hatujazizoea. Nikafurahi ni millennial hapa, kumbe wewe ni Gen Z.
Mimi? Mimi nakaa Gen Z.
Unakaa.
Kusema kweli mnaniwekeleanga wakati mwingine.
Dimina yako.
Oh, the dimina inakaa Gen Z. Hii sauti venye imechoka choka hivi bado inakaa Gen Z kweli.
Shall never forget.
Sawa sana.
Uko sawa sana. Confidence yako kwa media, I need to rub on it.
Yeah. Ningekuwa baba ningekuwa naambia watu haya. Sikio jamaa alikuwa na aura. Very very missing.
Sad guy.
That was
alikuwa anaongea, yani you just have to listen to him.
Yeah, it was very very bright. Debra. Sasa miko tena zaidi. Tuko live. Twende kazi. Thank you, members of the public. So another wonderful day that the Lord has made, here to do what we do best. Analyze matters in a way you deem appropriate and never to find it anywhere else except RIBA SASA, the home of organic conversations and constructive conversations. We do it how we do it best. I'm blessed here to have my guest, financial doctors, financial therapists. Betty.
Yes, sir.
Jane.
Yes.
Where do I get this from? Look at how lucky this young man is. Yeah.
Right.
He has been in the company of women, company of warmth, and
thank you for having
we're able
us.
to be able to analyze some of these things.
Okay.
Why wealth protection, Betty?
Wealth protection.
Yes.
We all have something that we need to protect, and that's our income. So wealth protection is about securing your income, securing your assets, securing your family.
Okay. Your income, your assets,
and your family against risks.
Tell us what that assets are. Well, assets, you know, some people might think assets other, and more especially this young generation. Watoto wadogo siku hizi wana they come with their very funny concepts of words, unless you become very very specific on what those assets are. What assets do we protect in this wealth
your investment basket? You've been working hard to create your investment basket, yeah?
Yes.
Whether it's a portfolio of the shares, the bonds, all the investments that you're doing, all those are your assets. Especially the income generating assets.
Yes.
It's very important to just secure that.
Okay. Yeah. So from your point, what does wealth protection really mean?
Great. Wealth protection.
Yes.
It's basically protecting or securing, putting a fence around what you have been able to build up.
Yes.
That could be your cash assets.
Yes.
That could be your pension. That could be your savings. Those are cash assets. But we also have other kinds of assets like your vacant land, your investment.
Yes. Some T-bills somewhere.
Some T-bills somewhere recently. Yes. You know, with the CBK has reopened the infrastructure bond.
Yes.
We actually opened up to 12th of August.
Yes.
Yeah, all that is what you're building in and accumulating as your wealth.
Okay.
So that is what we protect.
Okay.
Put a fence around it so that nothing comes in to
penetrate. It doesn't become so easy to penetrate.
Sure.
Impenetrable.
Yes.
Okay. So does it, like so many people, I think, have this narrative and notion that maybe it's a preserve of the elites and the haves. Because you don't protect what you don't have, right? So is it a myth that this thing is for the millionaires and the billionaires, and maybe young person down there might not have a stake in it. How does it work?
Oh yes, it's a myth. Because
It is a myth.
everyone,
It's a
it's a
myth.
myth. Take that.
Yes.
Because everyone has something that they
Okay.
can protect.
Yes.
Basically, even that small income you have
Mm.
is the basis of you taking it above
Mm.
and just bringing in protection.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So everybody have something. There's somebody who don't have something at all.
Yeah.
Maybe protect your kidneys.
Oh well. Watu wanauza kidney huku nje.
iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So yes, your income, that's the basis of
Yes.
growing your wealth. Yeah. So you must make sure that your income hypothe at any time. Yeah. Because if you lose even the little income that you have, then how are you going to save? How are you going to build your wealth? How are you going to save and invest?
Okay,
So it is very important that your income is secured.
Yes.
And so it is a myth. Everyone has something to protect. So it's not for the high and
Elite
mighty
and- okay.
elite. No.
Yeah.
Kila mtu ako na space yake.
Okay.
Yeah.
At what point do you start? Because you see me, I'm now, as I'm turning my 57th year. So at what point do you start?
Right from the beginning, when you start to earn your first income, that should be your starting point.
Yes.
Yeah, just from the beginning,
Yes.
Remember, just a random example is that mtu anaenda hata attachment, they are already being told to secure themselves in a simple personal accident. Yeah. And that already has a component of loss of income right there, however small. They're just securing this person.
Okay.
You get? So it starts from as little as that. So every level of income has
Yes.
an aspect of protection that needs to be there.
Okay. So you start at anytime you're able to earn something.
Yeah.
Then you are able to start.
Yes,
protecting that
yes, that's what we advocate for.
Okay. So these things are pre-serve of those people who are earning. How do you put it?
Yeah, well, you must have an income. Otherwise, how do you build your wealth? Based on what?
Okay.
Yeah, it's good to have some level of income. You remember, you can also use your skills to grow an income. It's not only for people in the job market.
Okay.
Yeah, even people who run their skills and they're able to earn an income. Yeah,
Okay.
right from there, then you're able to do something about wealth protection.
Okay, as you're doing that wealth protection, you also try to cover it with the insurance and stuff like that. Or wealth protection is insurance. Is there a difference between the two? How does it work?
Well, by and large, it's a concept in the insurance space, yeah?
Okay.
Because those are the places where you transfer your risk. Yeah, on a transfer risk that which you cannot handle by themselves. Why don't you let the risk managers to do it for you? Yeah, and by and large, they're found in the insurance space, but also creating a buffer in terms of building emergency funds and those kind of things. There are also avenues of wealth protection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, do you also protect against liabilities, Jim, or you only protect against tangible income, something that is flowing in, and actually not liabilities?
You also protect against liabilities.
Okay. How?
Yeah, because liabilities, what would you say is a liability in this case?
That's not a liability. Or my interpretation of what is liability is.
I think Shylocks is a big topic, yeah. And yes, they could be classified under liabilities because liabilities is that which takes away from you.
Okay.
That which takes away from you, and you can protect against that by building on that through insurance. It's basically insurance actually that is able to protect against liability.
Okay.
Yes.
So how do you define that? Let's say somebody actually with a lot of Shylocks left, right, and center. Now, if that person approaches you, what kind of solutions would you prescribe for him or her?
Well, for that person who is already around Shylocks, the first thing would be to actually help them manage that. Manage that by helping them to be able to budget and to come out of debt. That would be the first topic. It's actually about debt management, helping them to be able to come out of debt, because that is a round of circles.
Yes.
Until they are able to come out of debt, they are not even able to protect against that liability. So the first key thing is debt management with that kind of a person.
Okay, so as a financial therapist, you also help them to actually prescribe their journey out of the debts that actually they're experiencing.
High interest debt, high interest debt, especially.
Interest, yes.
Hey, you have to start with high interest debt.
Okay,
you can't be
walk
doing.
us through how that one.
Yeah, your first goal should be to eliminate that which is increasing your liability at a high rate. Huh?
Yes.
So when you have, say, a SACO loan versus a Shylock loan and debt, your first priority should be to clear the high interest debt, your Shylock, because you know it's growing faster.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so you need to channel your strength, your resources to eliminate the high interest debt, and then you're left with this other one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or you can borrow from the SACCO to just clear this, so that you're left with a less.
So in short, that's a debt consolidation.
Yeah,
program
debt consolidation program.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
so that you're able to manage your debt levels, and after we are done with managing debt,
yes,
then we can be able to also start sparing something towards saving. Because actually you'll be destabilized if you just keep living on debt every other time.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, as in, if at all somebody actually approaches you and you're so heavily indebted, do you also try to offer financial solution for them, or is only the rhetoric that we start from point A and this is how the science is going to move until you are out of debt?
Let's first deal with the debt management. You know, you can't embrace. You can't start talking about investment yet you're debt riddled. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's good, first of all, to manage that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Ensure that is under control.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ukona BP your finances up, so you need to just work on that first.
Oh, okay.
So actually, what we do when you come to us,
yes,
we help you have a vision, a long-term vision,
yes,
which is your 5, 10, and 15-year vision. Then we break that down into milestones, 3 years, 6 years, 9 years, so that we are able to measure how the journey, we are walking with you the journey. So for that person who is in a debt situation, we'll walk through that journey. The first 3 years should be able to have come out of debt. So it's actually a journey.
It is a journey.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So now, maybe if I should ask, what is this huge financial threat to Kenyans' families today that you think that is bringing a lot of instability to Kenyan families?
Wonderful. Now, the very major one today is inflation.
It is inflation.
It's inflation.
That's the number one threat.
Yes, it's inflation.
Who help us define what inflation is and actually how it affects instability in families?
Inflation is the value of your money. And it is measured against what you're able to purchase through that 1,000 shillings. Last year, 1,000 shilling would have bought you a whole basket of shopping.
It can't now.
But today,
yes,
very little. You do 2 items and it's over.
Yeah. So inflation and one term is one thing.
Kitu kama hiyo.
Job loss is also something
okay.
else.
So walk us through what is inflation, and she mentioned that actually that's number one threat.
Yes.
Yes.
You also, like, loss of job is also another biggest threat. How do you don't build wealth when you don't have a place to start from? Okay. Most of the time is the job, yeah. Okay. So we really want to also encourage that people embrace having skills, especially skills that can fit them, what you can work with your hands, you know, so that you're able to earn an income, not just to wait for the white collar jobs, yeah. Okay. So job loss is also a very big thing, yeah.
Okay, but no, after the inflation is job loss, or is the inflation that actually contributing to job loss contributing to inflation, which is a threat?
They are intertwined, you know. Okay. Yeah. So inflation, of course, reduces your purchasing power, isn't it? So even the money that you're making is not sufficient kutosheleza mahitaji yako, you know. So that means that you need to earn a bit more to be able to mitigate and counteract.
So now, how do you protect wealth in the amidst of all this inflation, which is actually a threat to the Kenyan families today?
Of course, you have to work on like expanding your your skills to be able to earn more. You know, we must not.
You just have to identify new money.
You just have to identify new money. Yeah, because with new money, then you have an extra muscle to just save a bit more. You know?
So as a financial therapist, you will advise me on maybe.
We'd have to check on your relationship with your earnings. You know, don't rely on maybe just one stream of income, which is JOB, isn't it? Yeah, just over broke. If you're just going to be relying on your job, isn't it? Yeah. You're just over broke. So you need to make sure that you're also incorporating a side hustle. You must figure out something else to do. Yeah, and with that, when you're enhancing your skills, that means you're learning more. You may be taking advantage of other areas of growing your income. So your earning relationship is very important. Yeah,
so you just mentioned inflation, and I wanted just to dwell there for a while. As in, what is... How is it actually affecting the Kenyan population from actually being able to amass wealth and protect it as well?
Now, the effect here is with inflation, with reduced purchasing power, you realize you have to use more. Use more to be able to maintain your budget, maintain your current financial status, and basically even survive. So when you're doing that, in a bit of being able, trying to maintain that, you realize that even your savings are touched, they are eaten into, your investments are eaten into, and so the wealth accumulation slows down. It is slowed down in a big way because there is not much left at your disposal. As a family, in your hands, you don't have anything more to just keep building and accumulating your wealth. Yes.
So some people also say that you see now, except you is actually earning 800,000 shillings and look like it. A majority of the people
Thank you.
Earning a lot of money, and they still they look poor.
Still.
Yes. Why is that?
Very great. Now, this is what we would refer to as people with knowledge. They have the knowledge, but they are not putting in the knowledge into practice. For example, us, the ex-bankers and people in the financial space, pardon me, we tend to think we know quite a lot more. Or yes, we are in that space when you have that information, but rarely do we put it into practice.
No, you don't practice.
Yeah, we tell people, come and save. We learn in the banks, we learn campaign deposits. And we tell you, we have a 52-year campaign, come deposit, and you'll be getting up to 11%. But do we do that?
Hardly. Yeah. So financial discipline.
So that is the key thing.
Okay, you want to come into that and maybe let us know why the indifference. As in, I like the way you glamour, and for you, at least, it favors you.
What favors me?
Yeah, so, no, a majority of the members of the public, you find them that they earn a lot, but they don't look like it.
Okay.
Yeah. With a huge exception of you.
Okay. We all have our financial struggles, but financial discipline is very important. You know, people don't want to start small. You want to start big. I highly advise just start small. Anza tu kidogo na ile uko nayo. You know, a coin today must meet like your salo for which month is this? July has just ended, isn't it? You must make sure that the few coins must meet the salo for August. You know, not that August inaingia and it's an empty house and nashanga.
But it is good to clear so that
you don't clear. There is warmth when there is warmth, and then momentum starts building from there. So it's always good to make sure umebakisha kitu kidogo so that you're starting to build that pool of resources.
To help us define what kitu kidogo is. Kama ile karao ile 100.
So unajua levels the savings now, it depends on individuals, isn't it?
So kidogo as far as you're concerned, what is that kitu kidogo?
At bare minimum 10% should never leave your life. 10% of your income should.
So you are advising these people not to pay tithes. So maybe
hapana, walipe. Mimi sitasema walipe tithe na kitu ya pili wajilipe. You know, when you pay yourself, you who earned this money, then that means that you have decided this percentage works for me. You could start from as little as 1%, then you grow it maybe the next time you want to do 3%, then 5%, then eventually you'll be able to have some muscles to save more, even in future. You remember your financial muscles also grow too as time goes by. You're enhancing your skills, so next year you'll be at a better place, you're seeking promotion, so you'll be able to save more as time goes by. But please, start from somewhere, start small.
Is there a way that the professionals can actually avoid this inflation thing and still protect the wealth and
well, the word here may not be quite avoid.
And still enjoy life. The young population of the professionals, they still enjoy life. Si mtu akana parara na kuna 150,000 kwenye account pale. That is protecting wealth.
No, it's
from
not.
The region where I come
No, you can't. Kwenye hata ikubaliki, but you must enjoy within some limits. Enjoy within limits. There's what is you must have some limits.
Define your limits.
You must define your individual limits. My limits don't have to be the same as your limits. Yeah, because we don't earn the same, we don't do our lifestyles the same, so enjoy within limits.
Okay. So now what is it that the young population is supposed to do for them to continue enjoying life amid these inflations?
Well, I think the key thing also is about budgeting. When you budget in a prudential way, there's the prudential way of budgeting. When you budget in a prudential way, you determine what goes where. And then after budgeting, and budgeting appropriately, including that flashy lifestyle you want to live and just put it within boundaries. Then the second thing is, how do you follow that? Or you just budget on paper and then in practice ushasahau ulikuwa umeipangia ile iende mahali pengine. So that is very key, discipline, even in following your budget. That is what can help, especially our young people, just to be able to manage those two things.
But being a challenge and tempting as it is, maybe you can even automate your savings.
Okay.
How does that? You need
through standing orders or through borrowing.
No, we are limiting our borrowing, but we are also saying that when you get your income, in kwa bank or wherever your money is going to, let it find even possibly a standing order. Ya kusema deduct that 5k so that I'm able to save, isn't it? Then that one has been removed. So ikiingia hivi inatoka. Sinaona.
So you don't have it.
You
can't use it.
You know, like if you open a money market fund and you think you will tell yourself, I need to send this, it becomes harder. You know, it becomes harder. But if you automate it, so your bank remits it for you, then utapata tu, you're dealing with the balance that is left there. So you're able to save, I think, if you automate a few things. If it means working with your employer, maybe kuna plan umechukua yenye the employer is deducting, then it becomes easier. Then the temptations napungua kidogo, because you'll be now working within what is left, isn't it?
Yeah. So maybe you also advise that you have a specific kind of an institution that you think that runs this, or any bank is able to assist you through this.
Well. Now we have a number of ways you can automate. The first could be a standing order. That one you institute it yourself. You go to your bank and then you give that instruction. The second one could be a direct debit order. That one comes through the institutions that want to receive your remittances, all your savings. Then the other one would be something to do with actually what maybe some of us already know out here, which is M-Pesa Ratiba.
Oh yeah.
M-Pesa what?
Have you heard of M-Pesa Ratiba? Now these are the common ones. They are at your fingertips. M-Pesa Ratiba is by Safaricom. It's a form of a standing order. So you automate that and save towards either your emergency fund, that is the money market fund, or whichever avenue that you're saving towards.
So as you're saving there, it earns you some interest, right?
Very good. It does. It does earn you some interest. That is through ZD.
And you remember the automation on ZD as well? Huh?
Yes. And that the M-Pesa RIBA is a form of standing order, but there's also auto invest with ZD.
Yeah.
Auto invest with ZD, whereby you choose either a percentage. ZD is a money market fund for Safaricom.
Yeah, it's a feature in
the
Safaricom app.
So you guys are holding brief for Safaricom?
No.
Apana. So we are just giving you strategies that you can choose from. Unajua ukipewa option unachagua which works for you. Yeah. Like remember, most of us use the M-Pesa platform, isn't it, for transactions, buy goods and money, till, isn't it? Yeah. So for every transaction that you do, you can automate it in a certain either percentage or a fixed amount. We are trying to help you to save. Because if you're going to be deducted the transaction cost, you might as well save an amount equivalent or more of the savings, isn't it?
Yeah. So is it that only Safaricom offers this kind of a solution?
Well, that's the one I use.
You don't know.
Do you
not
know
only Safaricom?
I don't think
but
it's only Safaricom.
The reason Safaricom is so much the first option is because everybody has M-Pesa. Yeah, those others would be other apps that you might need to download, and probably you don't want to have 100 apps on your phone when you have M-Pesa app, the one app.
So the M-Pesa app will help you in the common transactions that we're doing here from day to day, and still eventually save you with the money market.
Yes.
It will just save you with everything, including groceries and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And then after you have been able to build a lump sum within that ZD fund through that automation, auto invest, move those funds to another money market fund, because ZD gives you very little interest.
Also, the Safaricom one has a downside of it.
Yes.
That it does not give you a very, very desirable interest.
Yes, yes.
Na pia unaondoa temptations, you know, as long as it is within your reach, the M-Pesa is always around here. You know, like if you move it to... I tend to think that people need also to separate themselves kidogo na pesa yao. You get?
Pesa like, mbali kidogo.
Acha isikae hapa. When it's here, you shall use. You shall justify using it.
Sikia tu kidogo unasema leta kidogo. Unakuku hapa kidogo, kuleta hapa kula hiyo.
Yeah, so you just create that distance a bit. Ikishaja vizuri in that platform, chosen platform. I think there are many other apps. It's just that maybe we don't know them per specific. But you move it now to another savings box somewhere.
Have you made financial mistakes? And which one, in case you did, and how did you deal with it?
Financial mistakes. Anyone who hasn't made financial mistakes, Jane.
Wewe tukafika tu mahali ile mweza kwa zile minor ambao ununua tu ngumu. Yenye huku budgetia. Kuna watu wengine wameenda kununua gari ama hata nyumba. Financial mistake.
Financial mistakes ni mingi. Yeah, there's a time I think I took a SACCO loan and ended up starting a business that I entrusted somebody else with that business. Yes. Na mimi sikuwa directly hapo. Not quail. I had decided to be a bit ambitious and just do a hotel outlet somewhere. Kale kachipo
unajua mimi najua kenye liangusha hii biashara yako. Wewe ulianza kuweka supu. Na unajua ukiweka supu katika samaki. Pale samaki anaanza kuogelea na toka nje.
Simesema chipo, simesema chips na kuku hivi. But I didn't do the business directly. I just entrusted somebody with it, and nilikuwa tunakuja tu oversee kama mfanya, but they were not diligent with it. So, you know, I ended up paying maybe loan for this loan even up to 1 year, 2 years later, and you're wondering by then nilikuwa nalipia nini, you know. So that and many others.
Okay, what is the common mistake that you think that a majority of the young population are making, and what advice will you give against such kind of mistakes?
Wonderful. One of the major common mistakes, especially the young people are making, is to move with hype.
Okay.
We're moving with hype. Today there's this that has come up. There's this kind of investment that has come up, and we're learning. All of us are learning there, just to be able to be part of it, and that can be termed as part of the social pressure. Social pressure. There's a lot of it within amongst the young people. And amongst, actually, not just the young people, all of us are subjected to social pressure.
From time to time.
If we don't manage that quite well, then mistakes happen.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you've also made some mistake in the past?
Yes. Money mistakes?
But you don't look like you can make a mistake. You look so perfect.
Kila mtu ana money mistakes.
I know I don't look that, but maybe I'm making up faces.
You're pulling up faces and... So what I
have made terrible mistakes in my money mistakes.
For you, it's not a mistake. Like for her, she's like she's only done one mistake.
Apana, we need to have tea and have a detailed conversation. And you have to recover, like now we took over 2 years to recover from that. So a financial mistake can actually deal you a blow that can get you stuck somewhere for a while in recovery. Lifestyle inflation is also something else. Acha niombe hiyo jina yako inflation kidogo.
Yes.
Lifestyle inflation is something else. You keep once your money may increase, then you want to increase your lifestyle. Yeah. So it's good that first of all you increase your savings before you increase your lifestyle.
You said lifestyle inflation.
Lifestyle, so unataka to upgrade your vehicle, immediately your income changes, you want to upgrade your kids' school from here to there, and you're taking on peleka broadcast house jamani. Schooling is the issue, not the school.
Lakini pale anaenda pale hata kwa ile international school pale anakula jembe pale.
Nani anaumia sasa akifanya hivyo? Wewe mzazi ndio unabeba ile mzigo mzito,
So what mistake was that, and how did you handle it? And maybe how would you advise us against it as well?
Well, this mistake was one that I did when I was in employment. And I identified, I wouldn't say an investor. I identified someone I would invest with. And because I was in that space where it was easy to get money, I lend money to them for a high percentage, for a high return. They're actually giving me 30%.
As in you lent?
I was able to do capital lending. Capital lending. So they were in business. They were in business space where they were supplying sand within the construction industry. So, and they needed capital, or they needed to keep growing their capital. So I came in, I had the funds, and my first check I issued was a check of 250,000. And they were able to... Well, for some 2-3 months, I enjoyed the 30% interest.
Kumbe ilikuwa ni pyramid scheme.
Oh my goodness.
Ilikuwa ni personal pyramid scheme. Because it was not like a group of people, it was basically one person. I enjoyed, yes, for like 4 months or thereabouts, some 30% return.
Yes.
So, and you know what that does to you? You start with 250.
Oh, you
then
give out more.
The interest that comes in, instead of utilizing it in another way, you add into the capital, you compound. Okay. So I kept compounding.
You roll over.
Yes, I kept compounding, and at some point I almost actually reached 1M.
Wow.
And when I hit 1M,
guy disappeared.
Congratulations.
It's a painful one.
No, from that, Betty, how do you actually distinguish between a genuine investment and some of this hogwash investment that looks so glamorous?
Oh my goodness. First of all, she was guaranteed. Who guarantees you a return in the investment space? Nani anaku guarantee surely? If you hear the word, you're guaranteed high and realistic returns, I think you need to walk away or to think thrice, not even twice. So where those two components are residing together in one sentence, that you're guaranteed a high return. So all were guaranteed is 30%?
Yes, 30.
Guaranteed?
Yes. Ilikuwa inaingia vizuri bila tax.
So I think those two should be like your red flags. Yeah, because investments you're not quite guaranteed. Yeah, kuna ile mwezi atafanya vizuri, and then that's when you get your 30%, isn't it? But on another month you may not be able to get the 30%, so you're gambling there.
Okay.
Make sense?
Somehow.
So where the returns are unrealistically high, be alert. And when you're being told an investment will guarantee you hardly will investments guarantee you, because high risk, high returns, isn't it?
In market forces, investments returns are based on market forces. There's the demand and the supply and the performance of the funds. Wherever the funds are invested, how they perform on a month to month basis is what determines the returns. So it can't be guaranteed.
Yes. So leave alone the other forex. Have you traded in forex?
Bitcoin. The other time I did Bitcoin. See, it's just, somebody just came, approached me, but she was a friend. And she told me, sijui Bitcoin this, sijui hapa ukieka utapata hivi, and I actually did. Ka 50. Yeah?
50K.
Ka 50K. So that was your savings. Mbele na nyuma, that was your savings. Let me tell you mine, hata sijui kulienda. Lijijuno masikio hivi, nisikie jina Bitcoin tena. For starters, I was investing out of trust, because senior you say this yangu. Anafanya, but they na succeed. Surprisingly, the one who's always coming to recruit you, I don't know that you use the word recruit, they are doing well.
Yes, lakini wewe yako inaenda.
Sasa wewe yako ina flops, sijui mara sijui island, sijui what servers did what.
Yeah.
Why is that in your business?
The island servers.
Sijui they banned, sijui para.
Ile vita Ukraine kidogo, sijui ika-affect.
Nilisema my friend, acha tu nikae na pesa yangu hapa local, like I did out of trust and without knowledge. So there's some spaces, let's just say I may not go down that line again. Yeah. Umefanya forex wewe by the way?
Yes.
Say forex.
Trading. Yes. I thought I would do that, and so I spent a lot of time learning about forex, how to trade. And that time I was a young mother. So you can imagine putting in all that effort. And I learned, yes. But somehow I didn't quite, I realized that I'm not that technical. So I thought, why don't I do what we call copy trading?
Okay.
Copy trading is where you copy the trades of a master trader, someone who is very good at that. And that platform I was using used to have that avenue of copy trading. So you copy their trades. They go well, you go well. They go bad, manaenda wote chini.
Okay.
I left at some point because I lost.
How much? We are curious.
Have you healed from what you lost?
Sorry?
Have you healed?
Yes, I have. I have healed. It wasn't very much. It was around.
Are you okay? Okay, it shall be well. I have 5,000 to 10,000 shillings. How can I invest that money meaningfully to actually in the process of in my effort towards building wealth?
Okay.
Ama hiyo ni kidogo sana.
Si kidogo wewe. We said you start with what you have, isn't it? So you at 5K, you even far much better. What the thing is, you need to be consistent. Your consistency ndio inaletanga shida, because today you do 5K, next month you want to do 1K, but if you're to do consistently the 5K over a duration of time.
Okay. The way you got the question is that I have a disposable of 5,000 every month. Or 10,000 every month. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I have 5,000 to 10,000 shillings right now.
Yes.
I want to start journeying towards making wealth and eventually protecting it.
Okay. So the amount can be, but that's also another angle of the consistency,
absolutely,
isn't it?
Yes.
And then maybe there's like a windfall. Today you have 5. Maybe then tomorrow you have something different. So you could just decide. If you decide that your vehicle for investing maybe is the stock market, you can be able to buy shares depending on the counter that you want, isn't it? Mwezi unanunua za 5K, next month unanunua za 500. You're building onto that investment. The consistency of doing that, regardless of the amount, I think that's what is important. Consistency is key in investment. Ile kufanya sporadic sa zingine, you're not taking advantage of time, the growth in the investment or the compounding effect of investment.
Okay.
Yeah. Jen, you have something to add?
Yes.
Chukua tu 5,000, kachukua 3,000 kanunua wheelbarrow. Alafu hiyo nyingine kanunua miwa. na kidogo ni kisu pale na chonga miwa kabale.
Kabisa. Kabisa.
Okay, tell us what we
tulionyeshwa na the Hustler Nation. How to go about it. How to go about it. By the way, I realize there are so many people who started off from that front. We have the mama mbogas, we have the vendors here out here who do peanuts and all that, and they're earning from that.
They're earning very well.
They're earning and they're growing.
Okay.
Yeah, they started with that 5,000 or even less.
True.
And they are growing from that.
Yes.
Probably with the 5,000, when you're leading at that starting point with 5,000, you may not be able to start saving from the 5,000.
True, true.
Especially when you're trying to build an income. But you can start off a business with that 5,000. Then that business will grow over time.
Yes.
As it grows, it should be able to now have, you should be able to have an amount that you're now separating towards saving.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Betty, I don't know how your concept of wealth protection marries in with the black tax. See, our African society, lazima pale kidogo kuna kazini yako, alafu pia unaweza support kazi ya kazini yako. Kidogo pia kuna kazi ya kazini yako pia.
Okay. That pressure is real, you know.
Ama hizi vitu zinatufanyikia tu sisi ambao
nyinyi akina nani sisi sote tuko the same WhatsApp. It's not just a youth thing, it's an everyone's thing, but you possibly need to also help within your limits.
Yes.
Yeah, without sabotaging your future. Yeah, so you need to also help within what you can manage.
Yes.
Utasaidia mtu na wewe hujatimiza mahitaji yako, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so unamalizia mahitaji yako, then you are able to help from within reasonable limits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have another strategy, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, budgeting, we cannot leave out budgeting. Because when you're budgeting...
Oh, so you also budget for the black tax?
Yes, because it's part of us.
So in budget pale unaweka dunda, unaweka black tax, unaweka unaweka songo pale pia.
Yes.
Kisha kila kitu kwa budget.
Yes.
Okay.
So that when it gets to now the real action, you operate within your budget or within your allocation for black tax and basically support.
Okay. So now how do you say no this kind of endless requests from might be black tax, must be whatever, but still maintain a good relationship with people? Is there a technique in wealth protection that because mimi naona wewe ni mtu knowledgeable sana, unajua kuna techniques zingine najua unaweza kutoa hapa ama we have to come and consultant kwanza tulipe kwanza.
Tunaanzia hapa hiyo jeni, tunaanzia hapa alafu
baadaye a technique on how you can be able to lenge tuzo masimu achana nazo.
Well, you know, in Africa and Kenya, we are kind of a socialistic society. So it's not very easy to just lenga. Like every month anakupigia unalenga. It also utalenga siku ngapi. Utaspoil some relationship happen, and most of the times inakuwa ni very close people. And actually the Bible itself talks about supporting
your relatives,
your people, including the very close ones, your loved ones. It uses the word your loved ones. Yeah, so it's part of our responsibility. And the key thing is, like I said, budget for that. That is one of the technique. But another technique would also be to come up with a way of also helping them. Part of them would be people that can rise up. Yes, they can rise up from the state they are at if you come up with a way of helping them to just be able to know how to fish and support them in that journey. Today they could be here, but as you start them off with that income generating project, for example, and then 1 year down the line, they will not be at the same place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and seeing where you have come along with them,
3 years?
They will even shy off in 3 years from asking from you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I can see you nodding, Betty, and I know that you have very, very nice points that you want to throw in. How do we deal with this black tax, and how do we consistently say no and still don't damage the relationship that we have with our loved ones? Or
maybe just to add on to Jen's point on budgeting. Manzi, if you're not in the budget of this month, you pick a lady tutakuweka kwa budget ya next month.
Sasa unamwambia hivyo, unamwambia tulia sahihi.
Your project yako we shall sort it next month. Tutaiangalia next time. So wacha tuongee next month. So maybe in line of budget, because you have to budget for your money. You can't just be dishing out money, and you're also trying to make sure that in future you're also not in the same shoes. So because you keep an eye out sasa where does your future stand? You will probably be the next one now who will be borrowing around, isn't it?
But how do we raise these expectations towards to the extent that they always look at as the to-go-to person?
I would think also when you're helping somebody, especially if they are claiming to be doing a project, you must also hold them accountable. Alifanya enough pesa, sunelewa. Ama before you lend, you tell them, give me a budget. I mean, what do you want to do with this money? You know, unataka ku stock. You want to buy stock, you know, you go buy stock together so that maybe you can also get suppliers who are reasonable, or unamsaidia kwanza, not that you just dish out money like your CBK. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But I don't you think that maybe with your dress code, you know, when you umedunga hapa kidogo, naona umechapa kabisa. Don't you think that maybe the way you also appear sometimes raises that expectations, and people start thinking, okay, me, I know I always do design, but don't you think that I'm also exposing myself to the same?
Yes, and no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, because
ufai kwa umparara tu.
Utapalala na uko na biashara unafanya huko nje, wale wanafaa kukuona na wakuwa identify na biashara yako, watakuonaje ukipalala?
Okay.
Lakini no, because yes and no. No, because
no, you're the one who said yes. But we are willing to be patient, as she is actually working on that. Do you have anything to put across beyond what you've already said?
Of course, luku lazima upige luku bana. You can't
paka you bleed. Piga luku. But your mob justice go luku. Chapa kabisa.
No, but depending on what you do, you can't afford to, you know, you will lose either clients, you will not appear trustworthy. There are many other things that come with your look, because sasa ukika vibaya and then na unaenda kuongelesha kama sisi stories finances, you know, you need to
tutakwambia wewe bana
wewe ndio ushibe kwanza ndio ukuje. So you cannot compromise that on account of on people coming to whatever. Just have boundaries to how much you can help. It's also good to have some principles, isn't it? You cannot push me to a corner where I cannot be able to fund.
Okay, Ebu, just take me through how you ignite that conversation with your children as a parent. The conversation of wealth protection, financial management, and all that, how you push it through.
Money conversations, by the way, they have to happen at home. You know, like we didn't have money conversations in the past. At least it should, by the way, and also at home, so that we don't always tell our children pesa is not growing on trees, isn't it?
Yes.
But you also let them experience what does it mean to make money. The other day I was playing with my kids a game of Scrabble. You know,
you play Scrabble?
Yes. Okay. And tukasema tutaandikia kila mtu marks zake. So you know, depending on how you're playing the game.
Yes,
you performed. So tunaandika. It got to a point my kids, I think, ran out of words. Ama wanashangaa now, how do I build this? Ama when they are building, they are making small. By the way, that is how it feels as a parent. Unajaribu kutengeneza do, so zingine, you know, you feel frustrated, overwhelmed. I want to give up, because all those emotions were on that Scrabble game, you know. So I let them identify, even financially, you will get to the point where you're feeling that. Na tukahesabu marks at the end of the day. so this one got this, Kambia, that's the much that you have earned. Yeah, so I hope that related with them, and I spoke in a language that they will understand, that kutengeneza pesa si rahisi hivyo. The same way you're building this is the same way you'll probably need to figure out. There are moves that are exciting, I've done 20 marks on that Scrabble game, but there are those ones, andika zero ni kama sina good letters. So I don't know, you have to figure out how to relate money in a language that children would understand. But money conversations at home, we must have these conversations.
Oh, okay. These children, do you also tell them about good debts, and also try to tell them that it's not all debts that are bad? Is there anything like good debts? Bad debts?
Yes, there
you
is.
Also take your children through that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now what are good debts and what are bad debts?
Well, a good debt is that which you're using to grow yourself.
Okay.
You have taken up a loan to put in more into your business because you've seen the potential in the business. Yes. Yes. Probably you have really just gotten LP, with what we call LPO financing. You have an order you need to deliver, and you don't have the finances. You can take LPO financing and just be able to do the surprise. That is good debt. Good debt is that which is used to just grow yourself. Yeah, but bad debt is also there. It's what a good example of bad debt would be where you're just borrowing to fund your lifestyle or to upgrade your lifestyle. For us ladies, kushine zaidi, that 6-inch and
foundation ya kupaka uso.
Hizo rahisi. Yeah.
So now we have our kids there, we've taken them through all these things and all that. They're now big people, they're educated and all that. We see a lot of educated people today trapped in debts. Why? Is there anything that can be done? Is there something that they're getting wrong?
Of course, financial literacy is not taught in school. There's no class for financial literacy. We are all so they need to embrace financial literacy. I think the media is full of, not media, I mean the space. There's a lot of information about creating wealth preservation. So people need to also put themselves out there to learning about finances. And once that, you'll make more informed decisions, isn't it? And you'll be able to figure out where to grow from financially. Seek advice also from professionals. Usiende kubahatisha hapa na pale. Before you make a financial move, run it through 2-3 people you scare opinion. And don't dismiss maybe advice also from the older generation. They'll be able to see ahead. Maybe ni kitu alipitia. Unaelewa? So you just hypothetically run a scenario through also an older person to get and seek advice. In case you don't want to go the professional way, mali utalipa consultations. We have free advice even from the older generation. Amajijen?
Ndio hivyo sasa.
Okay. So now there are certain habits as well that separate those who are successful from those who are not. There are some common, because I just want to know which ones have separated you from those who are not successful. I see like it was a very successful person, but I really admire.
Oh my Lord. So I will not starting small for me, it's a habit. Starting small, it's a habit. You can dismiss the little that you have, but surprisingly, that little by little by little, haba na haba hujaza kibaba, sindio? So starting small is one of those habits that it's good to have, Also, when you get your income, tusikimbilie kuchapa expenses. Because when you're distributing your money like that, ni kama unalipa ule msee kwanza. Si ujilipe kwanza. Pay yourself first. Save that amount of money. So those are 2 key habits that will be able to set you apart.
Take us through.
Yes.
Take us through.
A third one would be having goals. Having goals, and not just short-term goals, but be focused on the long term. And then from the long-term vision that you have, from the long-term financial vision that you have, you should be able to break it down into simple milestones. Milestones like 2 years, 3 years, achievable ones. So that you don't look at your 15-year goal and like, when will I get here?
Okay.
But when you have that long-term vision of where you want to be, who you want to be, and the successful person you want to be, when you break it down into simple ones, then it's a journey that you can walk and easily evaluate along the way, and that way you'll be able to get to the aspired person you want to be.
Okay.
Yes.
Does financial wellness affect marriage, or financial unwellness also affect marriage? And how? And in case it does, what's the solution?
Financial unwellness. Of course, there'll be conflict. Yeah, there'll be stress. There'll be things like you being over dependent maybe on one side.
Kuna chumvi,
lazima uitishe every damn thing, kibiriti hata unanunua. So that will bring conflict, miscommunication pia itaingia hapo. By the way, when you're not well financially, do you know ita interrupt hizo vitu zingine huko in the marriage space.
Vitu kama gani? Unajua mimi unajua mimi ni primitive sana. Vitu mingi sijui hapa Afrika. Hapa Afrika vitu mingi sielewi.
Mtuongelesha na vizuri yuko kwa hiyo nyumba. There's nothing that will be working out.
Kuna activities ambazo zitaweza kuwekwa kikomo kidogo.
Mtaelewana. When there is no that warmth, how will you gel eventually? It is not going to work. So finances, I believe it's probably even the biggest challenge in the marriage institution. And conversations about money must be encouraged.
Okay, conversation about money. Okay.
Yeah,
money,
you know, your
habits. Money habits. What are your money habits?
Yeah.
As my husband.
Yes.
And what is my wife's, all your wife's money habits?
Yes.
Get to understand.
Which ones are compatible? The spender and the consumer. Let those one go very well, hand in glove.
Well, there's not like a book that would say these ones and these ones are compatible. But what we need to do is just to actually, before marriage, premarital counseling. During premarital counseling, we need to just be able to find out what are your money habits, what are my money habits,
what are your money
list
values,
them down, the values, and then come to a compromising situation. So now, how are we going to handle this as a family?
Since you started paying for your rent in your marriage, have you gotten happier as a woman than before when it was?
See?
Can you pay for your rent in your marriage?
Unless ninamsaidia si lazima nimsaidie. Not necessarily, you know, not necessarily, because we are helpers. We are wired to be helpers.
So wakati umekuwa ukilipa hii rent, una feel kama sasa umekuwa una furaha zaidi, ama you're feeling like the marriage is ndio imebobea sasa, mapenzi imeshika pale imekolea, ama una feel ni kama you are being misused as a woman?
Sasa like she said, depend.
Okay, now the question is, when women participate in paying the basic commodities of the family, like rent and grocery shopping and stuff like that, does it weaken the marriage, and does it make it stronger?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. For me, I don't think it does, because we are helpers.
Okay.
We help each other. We come into marriage to complement each other. Yeah, and
but
to
when
help
you're paying,
each
you're
other.
complementing.
Yes. It can't be forever, lakini hata wewe. It's good to just
shikilia. You pay this month, he pays next month. You pay that other month. Ama hata mna agree mnalipa nusu.
Kabisa. Tunaongea hiyo yote tunapangana.
No. So you accept that maybe things that are so basic like rent should be shared.
Not should be, can be shared.
Okay, it can
depending,
be shared. You agree with that?
Yes, it can be shared, but for some time, wanaume anapenda kusikia the pride of taking care of most of these things. Ile tu time hayuko well able, then we can step in.
So unless amesema hayuko sawa, hapo ndio unaingia kati sasa.
Tunaingilia kati, lakini na yeye bado lazima tu ajue yeye ndio provider.
Sasa ni gani hizi ambazo ni kazi za mzee ambazo si mwanamke afai kuingililia sana katika mambo ya protection ya wealth?
maneno ya kuprovidea jamii na kuprotect jamii tumuachie ndio kuna financial muscles na biceps za kufanya hivyo, lakini tunamsaidia tu mahali atahitaji usaidizi na si lazima ikuwe permanent usaidizi. Hata yeye furaha yake ni kwamba anaweza kushikilia jamii yake.
Okay.
Yeah,
so when a man who does not actually adhere to this and eventually for him is comfortable, let tukule bwana wacha mambo mingi. Does he lose his masculinity when that happens?
He risks losing. He risks losing because girls want to feel that they are taken care of. Sasa kama yeye ndio na flex muscles, sasa mnaweza kwaruzana kidogo hapo, sinaelewa. Yeah, so I think by and large, especially African men, they just want to feel like they're in control. You'll almost not feel if you're not in control if you're not upping your financial muscles as time goes by.
Oh, okay. So I will live rent, in short.
Tutalipa lakini si forever.
Okay, for how long will you pay?
Haina time frame because you also have to
at least unaweza lipa tu for 10 years peke yake. Si forever.
Hapana, hiyo ni muda mrefu. Kwani hata kama amerudi shule anafanya masters, anasoma, lazima akue anachapa mjengo so that he can be able to provide. You know, he has to provide.
Lakini unaweza muda mfupi ni ngapi?
No, it can't be defined specifically because your situation is
but
different.
It is not 10 years, of course.
It can't be 10 years.
But it can be 2 years.
You really want a number.
I want a number to that.
Do you think that maybe a couple is supposed to have a common account? Kila mtu wakuwe na account moja. Pesa zikikuja wewe employer wako amelipa leo hapa. Wewe hapa. Then eventually we start from there. Is that actually the best way to go in the family setup in order for us to have good wealth protection and fight against these Shylocks?
Well, I would say, you see, like in a scenario where you're in employment, you cannot hold a joint account for salary remittance.
No. Umelipwa.
Standing order. Utajuaje ile nimelipwa ndio nimeleta? Ama unaonanga payslip.
So una believe to integrity. Kila mtu ako na integrity yake pale. Yeah, ama namna gani?
Yeah, basically we need to have separate accounts. But also for common goals, which we agree as a family, we can have a joint account. Say, for example, we have done our financial planning and decided in 10 years we want to have built this nice house, you know. And so walking that journey, we decide that we are going to be pooling funds together into that common pool. That's a joint account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't seem to agree.
No, sure. If you have common goals.
Kila mtu akae na pesa yake. And you see most of women are paid, are normally paid in a very funny currency. Zinakujanga mara mingi in ice cubes. Unajua kabla atoke pale kazi mpaka akafika hapa, unajua imemelt. Hata hana pesa. Pesa ile ice cube imemelt hata and it's irreversible. Haiwezi rudia kwa fridge karudi.
You know, you are separate beings before you came together.
Yes.
I also had my own separate goals. Yeah.
Yes,
so having your own personal account is important. You don't usijipoteze kwa hiyo institution before eventually resentment comes over and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you have a shared goal, then you also decide how much are we contributing towards this common goal. Utupe tu salo yako yote hapo.
Bana makosa sana hiyo.
Makosa sana bana. So kuna personal account yako. Si ubakishe kitu hata wewe uji enhance, uji nice, uji develop, you know. I think those things are important. You need to remain also as an individual, even within the marriage institution. Common goals contribute towards that, which is fine. Kama mnajenga manini, you have a shared goal. But pia bakisha kidogo ya personal matters.
Okay. Kwa hivyo, before marriage, before you get to this union, what are those very, very common and most important conversations you're supposed to have before marriage? Kila mtu aweke title deeds zake hapa. Kila mtu aweke gari zake hapa. Ama conversations.
As maybe we had mentioned earlier.
What financial conversations that you mean?
You know, money values. What does money mean to you? Unajua pengine you feel like money, when I have a lot of money in my bank account, I am secure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, na wewe una feel when you help around, you're being generous and it gives you joy. You know, those two will conflict at some point. Yeah, so you need to discuss on what money values you have. Yeah, ndio first of all nielewe wewe kwanza kutoka background yako ya utotoni, how did you perceive money? Pengine kuna wale walikuwa wanaenda out every other weekend. Sasa nakuja napatana na mtu hata haendangi mahali.
Kama ule wa Joshua. Umeona ile wa Joshua? Ule mwenye analialia ule. Umemwona ule? Analialia alafu bwana yake akapigia ule mkurugenzi mwenza Ubina Oga. Amempigia simu pale ule jamaa anasema anapelekanga msichana out. Pale Jivanji kwa bunge la wananchi. Unaona pale? Yeye amempeleka out sana pale.
Oh my goodness. So mnaona mtakuwa na conflict.
Yeah, so you see the expectations of the both of the it's different.
Money habits, maybe me I save regularly, every other time I get money I want to save, but wewe na wewe unajua ndogoja deal moja, then ile amount tuliagree nitaiweka one of like a lump sum in that savings, in that joint savings account. So now me who's doing it regularly will feel like okay, you're not putting anything, it's already 2-3 months later ujeka ile lump sum yako, so now I'll start feeling am I being shortchanged here? You get? So money habits pia zitaleta vurugu sana.
Conversation that we
must have those conversations, isn't it? So that you can also form eventually a financial vision. Sasa you're different like this, I'm different like this. How do we, what do we want to embrace together? And what don't we want to embrace together, isn't it? So that you have a financial vision and your goals therein are created.
Okay, so Jen, there are financial conflicts that actually happen in families. Not in families, but with couples. Yes, I'm not saying yours. But I'm lucky, at least I'm saying yours. Yours is good. Yours don't have this kind of conflicts. And but which are these conflicts and how can they be prevented out?
Financial conflicts.
Yes.
Financial conflicts are many, especially these days. Yeah, and some of these conflicts would be what you have talked about, the money habits, failing to marry.
Yes.
Like even we've lived for 10 years together, but it's not been possible to marry our money values.
Yes.
So I continue being the person that I was, even when I was not in marriage.
Yes.
And you continue being the person that you are, because change does not come easy. Yeah, so that is one of the major conflicts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It takes time to marry these two things. Yeah, another major conflict would be we have financial responsibilities that we have agreed on, especially things to do with children and how we're going, what kind of a lifestyle we are going to give them. And what that would mean in terms of costs. And how do we finance that?
Okay.
How do we finance that? Probably the husband would feel like they are the ones with the biggest responsibility, and the wife feels lesser. So sometimes there's conflict in that, in that it does not go very smooth. Today we do very well, the next day we are not we didn't do very well. Yeah, so that can also bring us a conflict.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So how they prevented? Ama hizo conflicts zikikuja tu ni sawa.
Money talks. Money talks cannot leave the house. We need to keep regular money talks. And also reviews on how we are doing. Yeah, probably on a regular basis. Yes. On a regular basis, we agree that every quarterly we'll be reviewing how we are doing financially, and then that will help.
Okay, as a financial,
monthly, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You must have regular conversations on money. I don't finish over when you're growing up because you know had money talks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's good you nenda kadate pale mnaongea juu ya pesa, so that it also builds trust into that union. Yeah.
So as a financial therapist, you also extend to SMEs and
of course
okay.
SMEs also have to be incorporated because they face their own unique challenges.
Why do they die after a few years?
Come again?
Why do these SMEs die after a few years?
Oh, okay.
And how can they be made to actually live longer a little bit?
SMEs they need to embrace, I think, separation of resources. Yeah. It's good for an SME, a business, to just make sure that money business and personal business are separated. Like day and light,
Very, very, very
inaingia hapa, inaingia hapa. because if you mix the two, then the business will most likely take the beating, and they'll probably not be having resources, cash reserves going forward, because you and your personal issues are eating into the business. So it becomes a challenge. Businesses also suffer because financial records, they are not very keen. You may not record every sale, you may not record every expense. So financial poor record keeping will affect the finances in a business. And those challenges can massacre a business very fast.
So how can we protect against that? Some of those the financial mistakes with the SMEs, at least to help them keep longer.
The key thing is basically to just have a very open-minded, just being very open-minded, and openness to learn, because we have what we call business development service providers out here who keep training businesses, entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, and all sorts of SMEs on how to carry on a business, beginning with business planning and business risk management. From those classes, they are able to pick the lessons that they should be able to implement. And what I've found with those classes, because I also personally do that, I'm a trainer, I'm a business trainer and a coach. What we do is that we make it very practical for you while in that training. So if it is about records keeping, you do it practically within the class, within the setup of training. And so the key thing first is just to be able to learn and also put into practice what you have learned, so that when you're actioning that, then it's not easy to go the other direction. So
now, as we are concluding, I just want you to just give us Betty, I just want you to give us just your final shot, your final parting shot on a summary of all that we've discussed, from the Shylocks to the protection of wealth, to the SMEs, to the interference of poor finances in marriages and families, etc. I know that you're able to help us finish with a bang.
It's been interesting, and maybe we'll just mention a bit of 5 wealth protection things that we can be able to put in place, isn't it? You need to earn, and earn wisely. So put in your skills and earn a good income, isn't it? You also need to pay yourself first. You need to save, and save consistently. That cannot be overemphasized, isn't it? You also need to spend very intentionally. Like do your budgets if you need to, and we highly advocate that you do and you follow it. So spend very intentionally. You get? You also need to invest consistently. I think people need to normalize investing. The same way you pay your rent every month, always make sure that there's a car amount that you're investing. So you need to normalize investment. Over and above that, you cannot fail to protect what you're building. You can't fail to protect what you're building, because you don't want to keep starting from scratch. So I'd highly advise that those 5 wealth building and protection aspects be highly incorporated in our daily lives.
Maybe you want to add something on that?
Oh, yes.
Okay, sure.
All that may not happen without proper planning and financial vision. So we all need to embrace that aspect of financial visioning, and I do it in a very simple way. I do it in a very simple way, where I have you draw yourself in the next 10 years. And when you are able to see that drawing, then you draw yourself where you are today. Then now that journey, we connect that journey. And that journey will be in terms of milestones. And that is a journey that you cannot walk alone. It's a journey that you need to walk alongside a financial advisor, and alongside a financial planner. And when that journey is well laid down, then we will be able to walk to live very meaningful lives financially, build our businesses, build our families, build our wealth, accumulate very well and also protect it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It has been a great conversation that we've had. Ladies and ladies.
Oh my Lord.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God! Thank you for having us.
Sure.
It's a pleasure and an honor to just be here. And we look forward to more engaging.
I think we just, for the interest of time, we are unable to actually dig deep into everything that I had intended, but we'll still continue to have this from time to time.
Back to basics is what it was.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so members of the public, that has been a great conversation with the financial doctors, financial therapists, Betty and Jane. And of course, you never get it anywhere else. You can only get this from RIBA SASA Show, the home of organic and most constructive conversations. Allow me to see you on the next videos.